How are you?
Good, and you?
Very good, very good. Okay, so let us begin.
Recording in progress.
All right, let's start with the video. Okay, we start with the video. Welcome, Catherine. How are you? Good. All right. All right. I didn't hear you, but I hope your mic is okay. Okay, so let's start with the video. All right, let me share that now. Me compartir. Okay, new share. So we look at the video and then we will vamos a ver el video y luego empezamos a puntualizar, ¿no? O ver todas las cosas uno por uno y todas las situaciones en las cuales habrá oportunidad para interacción. Ok, entonces ya vamos.
Diwali is a festival of joy and prosperity, and the celebration of victory of good over evil. This is the story of Ram and Ravan. Once upon a time, there was a great warrior, Prince Ram. He had a beautiful wife named Sita. There was also a demon king, Ravan. He wanted to make Sita his wife. One day, Ravan kidnapped her and took her away in his chariot. Sita left a trail of her jewelry for Ram to follow. Ram followed the trail of her glittering jewelry until he met Hanuman, who agreed to help him find Sita. After a long search, Hanuman found Sita imprisoned on an island named Lanka. Ram's army of monkeys and bears built a bridge and marched to Lanka. Soon a great battle started between the two mighty armies. When Ram killed evil Ravan with the magic arrow, the whole world rejoiced. Ram and Sita began their long journey back to their land. Everybody lit oil lamps to guide them on their way and welcome them back. The streets were decorated with flowers, diyas and lamps. There was happiness everywhere. Ever since then, people light lamps at Diwali to remember that light triumphs over dark and good triumphs over evil. How do we celebrate Diwali? Diwali is also known as the Festival of Light. People decorate their homes with diya, candles, flowers and rangoli. They enjoy delicious feasts and wear new clothes. On this festival, people exchange gifts and sweets. Hindus worship goddess Lakshmi for wealth and wisdom. Children burn firecrackers and enjoy with their friends. The real beauty of these festivals are that they are celebrated with joy, spreading love, unity and togetherness. Thank you for watching. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel.
Okay, okay. So, how did that go? ¿Cómo les fue?
Bien, profesor. Entendí algunas cosas.
Ojo. Ok. ¿Lo vuelvo a pasar o Catherine, cómo estás? Su micrófono está fallando. Ok. Bueno, no importa. Hablamos después, pero si escucha está bien. Entonces, tenemos una invitada el día de hoy, Robin Catherine, que es alumna. ¿El Wi-Fi? Catherine, ¿sí? El Wi-Fi está dando problemas. Ok, ningún problema. Estamos grabando la clase y habrá oportunidad. No se preocupe. Ok, entonces, voy a repasar el video explicando y pausando, ¿no?
Diwali is a festival of joy and prosperity and the celebration of victory.
Ok, entonces Diwali es una celebración de... ¿Quién quiere adivinar? Joy and prosperity.
Es la victoria, es la celebración de la victoria del bien sobre el mal.
Exacto. Entonces, la historia se trata de es un rey o un dios de ellos que estaba en exilio y secuestraron a su mujer. Es un dios hindú, ¿no? Y secuestraron a su mujer. Él estaba en exilio y tenía un ayudante, algo así. Y estuvieron en exilio porque el rey se había muerto y le tocaba a él, pero aquel rey tenía otras mujeres y tenía otros hijos con otras mujeres, y una de las mujeres quería que su hijo fuera el nuevo rey, y ella logró echar el rey que hubiese sido, ¿no? Entonces, y luego cuando estaba en exilio, un malo, pues, un demonio, secuestró a su mujer, Sita, y bueno, el Ram, que es el esposo de Sita, y su ayudante, fueron a rescatar a Sita y rescataron a Sita y la trajeron, regresaron, tuvieron éxito sobre el demonio que había secuestrado a Sita y tuvo éxito sobre el mal, pues. Entonces, de ahí viene la historia, que es el bien que triunfa sobre el mal. ¿Ok? Y luego, en el regreso, en el camino, el pueblo, pues, sus sujetos, le prepararon un camino encendido de luces. ¿Ok? Y de ahí viene el Diwali. Entonces, cada año se conmemora el éxito del bien sobre el mal. ¿Ok? Y como gran parte de la población es trinitaria,
Over evil. This is
gran parte de la población
and
trinitaria
Ravan.
es hindú.
Once upon a
Entonces,
time,
por
there was a
eso
great warrior, Prince Ram.
se celebra.
He had a beautiful wife named Sita.
¿Ok?
There was also a demon king, Ravan. He wanted to make Sita his wife. One day, Ravan kidnapped her and took her away in his chariot. Sita left a trail of her jewelry for Ram to follow. Ram followed the trail of her glittering jewelry until he met Hanuman, who agreed to help him find Sita. After a long search, Hanuman found Sita imprisoned on an island named Lanka. Ram's army of monkeys and bears built a bridge and marched to Lanka. Soon a great battle started between the two mighty armies. When Ram killed evil Ravan with the magic arrow, the whole world rejoiced. Ram and Sita began their long journey back to their land. Everybody lit oil lamps to guide them on their way and welcome them back. The streets were decorated with flowers, diyas, and lamps. There was happiness everywhere. Ever since then, people light lamps at Diwali to remember that light triumphs over dark and good triumphs over evil. How do we celebrate Diwali? Diwali is also known as the Festival of Light. People decorate their homes with diya, candles, flowers, and rangoli. They enjoy delicious feast and wear new clothes. On this festival, people exchange gifts and sweets. Hindus worship goddess Lakshmi for wealth and wisdom. Children burn firecrackers and enjoy with their friends. The real beauty of these festivals are that they are celebrated with joy, spreading love, unity, and togetherness. Thank you for watching. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel.
Okay, so we need to look at how it's celebrated. Okay, how it's celebrated in Trinidad and Tobago. All right, let us, and we look at some vocabulary and so on. Okay, so we have a guest, Robin Catherine. She's a student of Saraswati Girls Hindu College, and she's going to explain to us in a very few words, but enlightening words on what is Diwali. Robin, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, good,
How are you? How are you guys doing? Okay,
good, good.
that's good. Okay, I'm gonna make this very short. Now, I'm gonna make this very short because it's a very complex um, situation. I don't mean to say situation, but I'm gonna break it down into like one sentence. Typically, people will say it's the celebration of light over darkness, but that's not very helpful. So what happens is um, one of the major myths is that Ram is exiled. Um, his wife, he's exiled and he's sent with his wife and his god named Lakshman. And then Sita
Okay.
is, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Robin. Let me just help them understand a little bit of that. So I had said helper. Let me mention to them that it's the God. Okay, entonces el guardaespaldas. El guardaespaldas es quien protege, acompañó a Ram en exilio. Okay, go ahead, Robin. Sorry.
Okay. So from there, Sita is taken by the major, I don't want to say bad guy, but evil person, who villain named Rawan, and then the Hanuman. Okay, there are a lot of people in it, and it's very complex, but it, she is found from after being taken by the villain, and she returns home with um, Ram and his helper or his god. And diyas are typically lit in remembrance of this, because when they were returning, just as the video said, when they were returning, diyas were lit. Oil lamps is what they call it, but it's like clay. So, but as I said, it's a very complex story. I just broke it down into as very few words as I can.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. That's exactly what we wanted. To simplify it for anyone to understand it. All right. So, okay. All right. So let us look at some situations in which you may have to interact with Diwali, or you may encounter Diwali. Okay, so one of the top situations will be, of course, food prices and items in the supermarket, and you would notice certain items go up. Algunos ítems en el supermercado aumenta en precio, ¿no? Y en algunos casos desaparecen o se agotan. Ok, entonces, ¿han visto algo de eso o han visto colas en la calle, la gente comprando algo?
Hoy no, profesor, porque no hemos salido. No sé.
Ok, ok. Sí, no tanto.
Profe, yo sí he visto que hacen cola para comprar como dulce.
Ah, exacto. El kurma y cosas así. Entonces vamos a pasar todo este vocabulario a ver cuáles son los dulces. Y, ok. Entonces, la gente come mucho roti. Les voy a mostrar. Bueno, me imagino la habrán visto. No es más como así. Dal puri. Hay distintos tipos de roti, ¿no? Este es uno de los más comunes. Y bueno, es mucha comida y también es la lámpara. ¿Entendieron eso cuando vieron el video? La lámpara que se llama un día. Ok, se le echa, es un envase como de lodo y le echan aceite y le ponen un pedacito de hilo, encienden el hilo y lo dejan toda la noche. Y durante la noche van rellenando el pot, el envase con aceite. Okay, Robin, am I going good so far?
Yes, from what I understand of Spanish, yes, it is all, yes.
Any questions? ¿Algunas preguntas, Hortensia y Catherine, para Robin?
¿Cómo dice, profe?
Si tiene alguna pregunta o alguna no sé,
Bueno, eso que te estás diciendo sí lo dice, el roti y el kurma y todas esas cosas, sí.
exacto. Entonces,
Y también que ponen muchas velitas en la casa y en la calle.
exactamente, ponen esta lámpara en muchas partes de la casa. Ok.
Sí.
Entonces, y lo prenden como en la noche, como a las 6 de la tarde. Y muchas veces los hindú invitan a los demás a cenar, que es básicamente la comida del curry, ¿no? Y también regalan algo que se llama parsad. 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 ¿Han visto parsad?
Sí.
Sí, ok, sí. Es como una harina quemada, y le echan dulces, ¿no? Pero sí, entonces, ok, vamos a, ok, si se escucha, no sé si puede mutear el, ok, perfecto. Ok, entonces, vamos a proceder con las situaciones. Y las situaciones yo veo sería invitation, okay, greetings, and situation. Okay, so when what would be the invitation? What would the invitation say, Robin? How do they invite each other?
Okay. When you say invite, you mean there are a lot of greetings.
Mm-hmm.
The most typical one that they instill in a lot of students is the use of sitaram, which is a greeting. It has the same meaning of, it's like there is no direct translation, but it's like how we say hello, so to say.
Okay.
So they would say like, Sitaram, how are you? Right? They say that a lot when I'm starting my class and when they're ending the class. It's like peace, or I bring joy, I bring light. It's a positive greeting.
Okay.
When they're inviting, I'm not exactly sure what you mean when you say inviting. Like,
No, that's fine. That's fine. I bring joy. Okay. Sitaram. And then the situations might be like, let's say at a dinner. Okay. Is there any table manners? Table manners people need to know. Okay. So like you can eat with your hands. You
you
can
should eat
eat
with your hands.
with your hands. Or you should. Why is that?
Yeah. I think I've none of my experiences with curry and food. I don't think it's impolite to say. I don't think it's impolite to use a knife and fork, but I think it's one of those cultures where if you get your hands dirty, like it's a sign of that the food is good, so to say. I don't think in the
Right.
end of consuming it, they expect you to be completely clean, so to say. I mean, not dirty, but like it's
Involved.
exactly, yes. I
Right,
think
right. You really got into it.
exactly, yeah, and you really enjoyed it. So your hands, you know, your hands have curry on it, your mouth has curry on it. And I
Okay.
think I think that's where the leaf, part of the leaf is as well. If you use a knife and a fork for the leaf, you'll kind of tear it if you press down too hard. And if you look at
Right.
the way the food is, you can't really, you get lumps of food, like it's sections. So that if you were to take
Right.
a knife with it, and then if you, it's not very um, practical to use a knife and fork. Um, so they don't
Right.
say not to use knife and fork, but in the display of the food, like when they give you the paratha, which is the um, which is the flour base that you
Right.
use to pick up the food, you can't really use that with a knife and fork either. So it's
Okay.
the yeah.
Okay. Okay. That is very interesting. ¿Entendieron eso? Hortensia, Catherine, ¿entendieron eso? ¿O algo? Dijo que estábamos hablando de educación en la mesa. Entonces, durante Diwali y durante muchos de esos festivales hindú, no es solamente que puedes caminar, perdón, comer con las manos, no es solamente que puedo, sino que también debes. O sea, no debes, no es que te prohíben, no es que te prohíben comer con este cuchillo, ¿no? Pero sí es mejor visto, porque en su cultura, mientras más te involucras en la comida, más mejor es la comida, ¿ok? E incluso ellos piensan que las manos, las manos son mejores, pues, y que no es muy práctico utilizar un cuchillo y no es muy práctico utilizar un tenedor, porque como sirven la comida también, sirven la comida como en bolitas, ¿no? Como en porciones.
Profesor, aquí
Y,
el internet está bastante malo. Estamos trabajando con un solo teléfono.
ok, no importa, no importa. Agradezco que estén aquí y voy a grabar la clase y voy a tratar de subirla y ponerla en el grupo, porque creo que mucha gente va a querer saber, entender la historia, ¿no? En, en internet, pero claro, la conexión no es siempre muy buena. Entonces, lo que estaba diciendo ella es también, ella estaba explicando por qué se come con las manos, que es más práctico y se, se utiliza mejor. Se utiliza mejor que un tenedor, porque si utilizas un tenedor y un cuchillo, vas a cortar la hoja, ¿ok? Porque comen sobre una hoja, comen sobre una hoja que se llama fig leaf. Robin, no, Sohari leaf. Robin, what's the name of that leaf?
Not fig. The proper word is sohari leaf.
Oh, okay,
As to how to spell it is, yes, that's it.
okay, okay,
It's wide and it's not as long as a fig leaf. It's like a natural plate. It's really
right, 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 right. Okay, okay. So I'm trying to open it bigger. Let me see.
Entonces le dejo con los tres tipos de carne. Y el
Sí.
pollo lo pica así o lo pico.
Ah, okay, okay. Entonces, esta es la hoja. Comen sobre una hoja y why do they eat on a leaf? What's the significance of the leaf, Robin?
um I'm not exactly sure, but I assume No, it's not that I assume. It's they don't really eat on plates. As to why, I think it's a traditional something. I think it has something to do with um, tradition, or
Okay,
yeah, I'm not exactly sure myself.
okay, okay. No problem. And so we need to go through some of the names of the food in the vocabulary. Okay, this one has kind of visible. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, this is, mm-hmm, this is, okay, let's see. This is a hard leaf. Okay, so it's different Indian food. Okay, but we need to go through the names. Yeah, we need to go through the names, and we have 7 minutes. Now, some of these we may recognize, some might be a little more difficult to recognize, but let's try. Okay, so this in the corner here, this in the corner here, I'll put in the chat the vocabulary. Okay, actually, no, I'll put it up on the screen. I'll put it up on the screen right here. Let me do that. Okay, so the vocabulary for some of these things. Let's see. All right, so this is paratha, right? So I'll put that in there. Paratha, 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 or bus up shot, or bus up shot. Okay, then we have, what's the next item? The next item is over here. This is, well, that looks like mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. Aquí en Trinidad hay un picante que se llama suegra. ¿Sabían eso? Mother-in-law. Okay. Mother-in-law pepper. Okay, what else might they put on your leaf? They might put pumpkin, mango, pumpkin, mango, dal and rice. Okay. Pumpkin, mango, dal, dal, and rice. Okay. Paratha bus or bus up shot or bus up shot. Mother-in-law pepper. Do they curry the pumpkin or it's just stewed pumpkin oven?
I think it can be done both ways. I think there is a way that they cook it in the pot on its own, and they let
Right.
it with water, and they let the heat pull it apart. And then there are some people who do put curry in it,
Okay.
but I don't think it's the currying process. They
Okay.
add curry as a spice, like how you put salt and black pepper. They put curry in it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go back here and see what else we have. What else we have here? Ok, entonces comen sobre una hoja de una mata que se llama Sohari leaf. Sohari leaf. Ok, comen sobre eso, no es, y utilizan las manos para comer. Ok, y es cuestión cultural y bueno, a veces, y sobre la hoja de sohari, la hoja que es como el plato, sobre esa hoja ponen esas cosas. Ok, yo anoche estuve en un evento de Diwali y así es. No es nada extraño, pues la gente come con las manos, come sobre su hoja y bueno, la comida es sabrosa. Y yo también comí sobre una hoja. De hecho, voy a mostrarles mi hoja. Voy a mostrar, porque traje una hoja de la función del evento anoche. Me llevé una hoja para mostrarles, ¿ok? Ya les voy a mostrar. No se vaya. Ok. Ok. Entonces ya les voy a mostrar mi hoja. Yo también tengo una hoja. Bueno, se secó un poquito, ¿no? Se secó un poquito. No sé si lo pueden ver ahí.
Profe, no se ve nada.
No está viendo nada. Ok.
Ah, sí.
Después te mando el video.
Plátano, como plátano.
Se parece, pero no es. Se parece a una hoja de plátano, pero no es. Es como, es otra mata, otra mata. Es una mata, sohari, que se encuentra en las zonas más selváticas de Trinidad. Y ya les voy a mostrar cómo es la hoja en el piso. Sohari plant. Ajá. Como los hindú lo utilizan tanto para comer, fíjese que este emprendedor aquí, bueno, está cultivando la mata, ¿no? Está cultivando la mata, pero normalmente la gente compra la mata de gente que va en la selva y buscan la mata. Sohari se parece al plátano, al cambur. Ujú.
¿Por qué no te ve? No lo he probado. A veces.
Sí.
Y el que
Entonces,
tiene la broma dentro.
entonces no les han tocado comer sobre una hoja todavía.
No. Vamos a ver si nos invitan hoy. Como vivimos en una
Exacto.
zona de indianos, vamos a ver si nos invitan hoy.
¿Tienen muchos vecinos hindú?
Toda la calle donde vivimos
Wow.
y todo esto es pura música ahorita, ¿no?
Sí,
Desde ayer la gente limpiando y acomodando.
exacto. Muchos lo tratan
Y aquí
como
el olor
una,
es puro curry.
sí, muchos lo tratan como una Navidad. Y les cuento un secreto.